Hello, my name is Haijun. I'm speaking to you from thousands of miles away on a high mountain in southern China. We are a vineyard and miniature winery producing an extremely small amount of wine each year using the traditional Georgian Cuvée method. Georgia, as in the Caucasus Mountains, not the American state, where large and juicy peaches are produced instead of grapes. In this video, I'm going to show you how a summer day could be like for a farmer in this part of China. It's 6 o'clock in the morning and the temperature now is a very pleasant 26 degrees Celsius. Early this year, I had the slope field behind me prepared for my baby grapevines to be planted at in the coming winter. Well, my mother came to be under the impression that no true farmer could ever allow one of his fields grow idle, particularly when there is always the watermelon to go by. Today, we realize that we have more watermelons than the family could possibly consume. What to do? Well, I came up with this genius idea of picking them up from the field and taking them to the local market. It is possible today that for the first time in my entire career as a farmer, that I should be earning rather than spending as usual in the marketplace. How very exciting. Before setting off, there is a bit of preparation work crucial to the success of the virgin business trip I'm going to make. I have always been of the opinion that branding is as important to international corporations such as Apple, Amazon, Rolls-Royce, as it is to small businesses such as, my watermelons. This mountain I'm living on is called Chuangtianli, literally the mountain that breaks the sky, so named because of its height and its brilliant climate. It's a night of cloudless climes and starry skies, as Lord Byron probably would have put it. Therefore, through 100 years, crops and fruits grown on Chuangtianli are widely believed to be of superior quality compared to those elsewhere. In other words, my watermelons are the Louis Vuitton, the Rolls-Royce of all watermelons. Under the circumstances, it is hardly sensible if one failed to take advantage of this Chuangtianli brand, considering these are truly the last surviving Chuangtianli watermelons available in the market. Chuangtianli watermelon. Now we're ready. Let's go. Behold, ladies and gentlemen, the watermelons are gone within 2 hours, not a single one left. Not even the small, ugly, sorry ones. The people of rural China loved them. My strategy of branding worked so well that if I had 50,000 watermelons, I'd be a millionaire tomorrow. Well, the total revenue today is 130 yuan. But big things start small, don't they? Soon I realized I'm not going to become a millionaire, as my wife decided we should spend the 130 on food and grocery. That amiable lady over there is my wife, Carrie. Now she's trying to bargain on some Chinese dumplings. And again, she's looking at some herbal medicine. After a round of magnanimous shopping, only this fellow has survived the 130. And there is still the breakfast we're yet to eat over here. And this is clearly not enough. In a nutshell, we're not going to become millionaires by growing watermelons. Very far from it. On that terrible disappointment, we are back home on the mountain again. The weather in southern China this year is getting alarming, both too hot and too dry. The plants around us are not doing well. This maple tree over there, planted by my father when he was a child, is usually robust and green during this time of year. But today, after 2 months of suffocating drought, it appears yellowish and fatigué. Just suffering as much are my grapevines, bearing so many berries. My vines are like these heroic mothers in distress. On the one hand, having so many babies to feed. On the other, herself struggling to hold on to life. This drought we're experiencing is historic. Vous croyez que c'est facile? Y a personne là-haut. Y a personne là-haut. Nobody up there.
Vous croyez que c'est facile? Mais y a personne là-haut. Y a personne là-haut.
Excuse me, that was a bit of a drama. In fact, I'm not worried at all. My vineyard is made of a particular species, only domesticated from the wild of these mountains a few decades ago. They have seen through droughts, floods, disastrous snowfalls. They are the most naturally selected ones by Darwinism. I grow them without pesticide, fungicide, nothing whatsoever. Not even artificial irrigation. They might look a bit drought-stricken to you, but they will pull through. And as the temperature goes up quickly, the labor of the day is over. After lunch, and after one of those prolonged siestas, as the Italians so affectionately call them, the day proceeds to tea time. This might not be exactly the sort of tea time an English person would have on his mind, but it's just as refreshing and fun. Maybe a bit too fun. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon and the temperature now is 40 degrees Celsius. Nearly everything under the sun is melting. Luckily, the sun sets early on this little creek at the foot of the mountain on which our house sits. It became fashionable in recent years for the villagers to come and chill out in this lukewarm water during the hottest hours of the day. Apparently, this fashion has been well adopted by our dog, Tidar. Tidar, translated into English as Erinac, is a 3-year-old Xinjiang sheepdog. Having come from the high mountains of the Chinese-Kazakhstani border, he can enjoy a cold bath every day, even during winter times. When the sun set on the chestnut tree above my head, a summer day's labor had come to a close in my grandparents' day. They would then lay a table with chairs in the open air in front of the house, a sort of a dîner à la campagne in the dusk, joined by the entire family, with the grandparents and the parents at the table, and children chasing dogs on the ground. Today the house remains the same, but lifestyle has altered dramatically. It appears quiet or somewhat lonely.